Good evening and welcome to this week's Black Mental Health is Black Health. I'm your host, Miss B, the Black Couch Therapist. And as always, I have an amazing, exciting guest. But before we get to our guest, we have to do our deep breathing. We take in those deep cleansing breaths. So whatever you've gone through during the day, you can have that woo-saw moment. So we're going to take 4 breaths in through our nose and out through our mouth. I'll count very slowly to 4 and you breathe in and out very slowly. Let's get started. Breathe in, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. One more. In, 2, 3, 4, out, 2, 3, 4. Just that woosah to give you a few deep breaths, clear your head. What was that breathing like for you, Lindi?
Oh, very comforting and bringing me down because, you get nervous whenever somebody says, I want to talk to you.
Well, I'm
So
glad.
it calmed me down.
Very good, very good. Well, as always, I start off by asking my guests to introduce yourself and tell us something cool about you. So, who are you and tell us something cool about you?
All right. First of all, thank you, Bronwyn, for inviting me. My name is Lindi, and my last name is Yeni, and doesn't sound American because I am not American. I was born in South Africa, so I would say the cool thing about me is I love to create. Um, I love to create spaces that allow people to be creative. And in my case, to be a creative dancer, creative actress, and a creative writer and singer.
Wow, yes, you do it all. So,
I try.
and you do it well. We're going to get to that creative side of you, but there are a lot of people who are listening who they know the word apartheid. They don't know what it is. They don't understand it's not something that was happening. Apartheid happens now in different parts of the world, in
Yes.
different ways. Right here in America, the
Oh, yeah.
the just the way it is carried out. But as a
Yes.
child, you grew up in South Africa under the apartheid regime. I wonder if you could tell our guests a little, what was it like? What is it? How did it impact you as a child?
Okay. As a child, like most children, do not understand the political systems or whatever uh, government system you find yourself in. You don't really understand those things. You just go along with whatever everybody else is doing. However, slowly but surely, because you live in that society, all of a sudden you start seeing that white people uh, are treated differently from you, that white people have better things than you, like maybe better schools, and there are more uh, uh, people have more privileges. There are places that you can go to, and there are places that you cannot go to simply because you are Black. So, yeah, it slowly unveils itself to a child. I would say that there was something that used to happen in my family because I come from a middle class family. And so we lived in a sort of nicer um, community than the average South African, uh, um, working class South African. My mother is a nurse or was a nurse. My father was a teacher and a school principal for that matter. So every so often there would be a busload of white people that would come to our home. And I didn't understand why there were a busload of white people coming to our home, and they would come and they look around the house and the bedrooms, the living room, the dining room, the kitchen, and they would just be oohing and ahhing. And I didn't understand that. It wasn't until much later that I understood that the city planner, or I think he was the city planner, of the city that I lived in, which is Pietermaritzburg, which is in what is now called KwaZulu Natal. At that time, it was just Natal. So he would bring in these foreigners, these people from other countries, European countries or America, or wherever, white people. He would bring them to our home to show them that, oh, South African blacks live really well. Look at these people, look at how their house is nice, and so on and so forth. And so they would all leave smiling and really happy. It wasn't much later. My parents never explained that to me until later, until after we had left South Africa, what that was about. So basically, that again, that was propaganda to show the outside world, no, black people live really well in South Africa. And
It wasn't
but
recording, Lindy.
it was not recording.
My internet went out, and then it came back
Okay,
in.
and somebody's at the door, and I need to turn off my phone.
Okay, perfect.
Okay. How's this?